where, as an agency, you, and Steve, correct me if I'm wrong, man, but where we inside the office, you created funding for people to buy houses. Customer client database, I think we covered that a little briefly, but the database so that we can keep up with our previous customers and stay in contact with them through the database, possibly on a quarterly basis, so that the next time, especially boomers and millennials, when they want to move up or move out, we're the people they call. Personal, what's that? PPP, I don't remember what the initials mean, but we take the bottom quartile and we get them to either start producing 20% more than they did the previous year, or we get rid of them. The mid quartile, we want 20% out of them in hopes that we get it. We're not gonna send them away, but we're certainly gonna try to produce them. And then the upper quartile, we're gonna ask them for an additional 15%. We may not get these numbers, but we will achieve certain increase in our sales volume, especially in the lower level. I think that's the whole idea, is because we all have people that are selling, I don't know, $3,000-$5,000 GCI even in a year. So anyway, the CB brochure that we had here on Tuesday, take that, get it personalized, and do mail outs, not only to potential customers, but use it as a recruiting tool. Because if you send it to a potential recruit and they actually go through the brochure, which some of them will and some of them will throw it in the trash can, but the ones that go through the process and read, it's going to say, what in the world are these guys doing? They've got something that I don't know. What is so-and-so? And then they contact you, and then you've got your recruiting presentation and the CBX and the ZAP and all the tools that we have from the brand. Embrace your culture. We sometimes get in the heat of battle, so to speak. We forget where we came from and what we're doing. That we tell the truth. We're honest. We are ethical. This is one of the top 30 ethical companies in the world. And all of us here play that game. It's not a game, it's real life. So embrace your culture. Agent Business Development Program. Retiring agent succession program. I think we covered that in another area. That can be a real good recruiting tool if you have an agent that's going to retire, and you know somebody that's good friends with them, that maybe an agent in another company, they possibly could come in and buy that book of business. Customer Loyal Program. That's the retiring succession. Keeping the company in the public eye. I know in Macon, Georgia, we are constantly members of the Touchdown Club, and we go to the Methodist Children's Home, which we also sponsor, but it's a big basketball court. And on the top of the railing, they have all the banners, and I'm sure that some of y'all do this too. And right in the middle, because Russell Whitford now on the Board of Trustees, it says Coldwell Banker SSK. And so, but that's a big thing. Boy Scouts and churches and other, I'm sure we all have our certain charities that we participate with. And then the concierge program. If you could do the concierge program, and it was provided for us, so we worked on it several years ago, and I think it disappeared for whatever reason. But if you could pick or choose plumbing, HVAC, electrical, roof, landscaping, and have 3 people in each of these and pick out the categories. And then when the customer calls the agents can say, well, I can provide 3 people for you to call that are good companies. So this is something that we've all experienced in the past. So, thank you.